I'm about to say in Earn Your Luck. So if you haven't, please check it out. And that chapter is called Healing the Body. So my story is that when I was 19, I was diagnosed with a whole bunch of things that the doctors told me would never go away. Those diagnoses made me have 2 C-sections. And the effect of knowing the psychosomatic realities of what the body goes through based on our psychosocial experiences became very evident to me when I was, 18 years old and told that I needed an oncologist for the first time. And I was so naive, I had no idea what an oncologist was. So, that was my first brush with cancer and what it means to be sick and tired and be an empath, and an untrained empath, and the nervous system effects of what that means. So, I know I talk a lot about boundaries, and that seems like it, and I'm not actually teaching boundaries. I'm teaching that you need the energetic to back you. You need a backbone before you can establish boundaries, because if you create boundaries with a wobble, you didn't create a boundary, you created a wobble. And you're going to self-doubt, you're going to self-deprecate. That is dangerous for people like us, right? So in my best life, present day, if I have to set a boundary, I still energetically wait to take the hit for doing so, despite the fact that I've done it, okay? So when I was a kid, if I would set a boundary, say, I couldn't stand the sensation of jeans on my skin, and I would freak out, I cannot wear jeans, and I would be shamed, belittled, it was insane. I was setting a boundary, which was a preference, this is not for me, nothing about the way that this feels is good to me. And I was punished for my preferences. I was punished for having boundaries or preferences that were not in flow with what was wanted from me. And that's what a boundary is usually. It's I have to establish something that is not what this person wants from me, which is really uncomfortable. But what we do in the body and the nervous system is, if you have a nervous system that has been trained to associate boundaries with punishment, if you set a boundary, very oftentimes our body will create a psychosomatic issue to punish us first later in life. So rather than them get to us, and this is why I say we have to claim the inner narcissist, rather than them get to us, the body is the subconscious mind. The body, every cell in the body has memories and experiences from generations before, let alone the fact that your body experiences what your mind misses. You can anesthetize your life all you want, but your body's still having the experience and it's still holding the memory. And if you're holding the biological, physiological memory of the psychosocial reality and cognitions of, oh my goodness, I am punished when I create a boundary, the body later on does you a favor and goes, you know what, I'm not going to let them get to you first. Let me punish you first. So we'll come up with an illness. So for me, my stomach still hurts like it did in first grade every single day before I went to school. Every time I set a boundary, I have to kind of go lay on with a heating pad and know, it's okay. You're allowed to exist. That was allowed. You're allowed to say that. But my body does this thing on my behalf, but also at my detriment, which it attempts to punish me before the world can get to me these days, because my nervous system is waiting to take the hit. You set a boundary. Now, guess what? You're about to get punished. And instead of letting the world do that to us, we do it to ourselves. And it's not a conscious thing for a lot of us, right? The cognitions are not, it's not so obvious for a lot of people, but that is what's going on. And then what happens is we actually narcissistically abuse ourselves then, even for our own sickness or our own, it's I could go, oh, you shouldn't be this way, you should know better, you even teach this stuff, I can't believe you're laid up here because you set a boundary and your stomach still hurts, this is ridiculous, you shouldn't be that which you are, I can't believe this. And then the body goes, I shouldn't be that which I am, she's right. And then we narcissistically abuse ourselves because that's what we're used to. So it's this double fold thing. It's one, you're waiting to take the hit, you take the hit, And then you go, this shouldn't feel like this. I can't believe I'm still like this. I can't believe it's taking so long. And then it's a twofold. And that's cancer waiting to happen, right? For an empath with an untrained nervous system and an unaware mind. So I just want you to be aware that when you set boundaries, if your body is wired to protect you by punishing you so that you don't get punished by them, which is the clog in your throat every time you want to speak your truth, right? Ooh, the body goes, no, thank you. I mean, last time you did that, you were punished. You keep that right there. And then you're like, oh, I can't speak. And you think that your mind's supposed to be able to override this, but your body is doing something that is a good way of protecting you. So be in a relationship with your body in which you go, oh, I know that is the story of your experience, and I'm here now with you. I'm here now with you to put you in a new petri dish of living, to nourish you, protect you, to massage you, to let you be exactly what you are without forcing you into being something that what you're not, so that you can look better or whatever, so that it can benefit me that you are something different than what you are. If you're set a boundary and the punishment comes, don't punish yourself more by thinking you shouldn't be feeling the way that you're feeling psychosomatically, because it's real. That stuff is real. Psychosomatic things, despite that they're psychosomatic, are very real presentations of physical dis-ease in the body. It doesn't matter if you can't see it. It doesn't matter if a doctor can't see it. I believe you. I know it's real. So just notice the tendency, if you're like me, to set a boundary and then see what happens to your body, where your body goes, oh, I have diarrhea, or I feel sick, or blah, 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 blah. Just notice that it's your body's way of really protecting you, and then go, thank you. I love you. And you know what? I'm going to nourish you while you're feeling that punishment instead of punishing you for feeling it. Huge difference, right? Awesome. I hope this makes sense. I'm Stacy Hoch, somatic embodiment coach, mama of 4, and author of Imperfectly Sane and Earn Your Luck, a field guide for living beyond your narcissistic parents' wildest dreams. It's so good to see you today. I look forward to talking to you soon. Oh, if you like my content, please subscribe and comment. It would be really awesome to see you. Bye.